Arrested? Why?
Oh, hi.
Thought we'd take a break.
Getting plenty done?
Loads.
Great. Wish I could be out of here and helping.
Make us a milkshake, will you?
Name your flavour.
Whiskey,
Whiskey?
if there's any to spare.
You must be having a tough day. You ought to know nothing like that comes in here. No drugs, no alcohol. You weren't being serious, were you?
Strawberry.
Chocolate.
Coming up.
Crikey.
You talk to him?
Yes.
Well,
Well, there's no way he's done anything.
how do you know?
I just do.
Come on, Bugsy, what did he say?
We couldn't just ask him straight out, could we? Anyway, he hasn't got a motive.
Oh, he's got both of you thingies, the ant pants. Hey, Paul!
It's the kid who gave us the phony message.
Andy sent Angus those bottles.
Did he? Pete, you didn't send the Wilson kid with a message, did you?
A message? When?
About the bridge.
Hey, look, what's going on?
Well, he reckons you heard some blokes plan to burn down the bridge.
Something about whiskey before, and now you're talking about fires and bridges. And come on, why are you all picking on me?
Oh, it's okay. Big mistake. I'll tell you later.
Righto, Peter, you've had it. You sent him the whiskey. He sent Angus McPhee 2 bottles of whiskey, just so he wouldn't get any work done. And so he didn't have a driver. And he paid this little creep to do it.
Why?
So Mr. Spack wouldn't suck me dirt.
I've got to get out of this stinking cafe. Making coffee, making hamburgers. Hell, I've had it.
Peter, and all the time you smiling.
And you only paid me half of what I'm worth. You get a fortune out of those machines. And whose idea was that, eh? Who finally got the idea into your thick head? I've got the brains and all you ever did was thank me. To hell with that, I wanted money.
Oh, no more, Peter. No more for me.
Thanks.
Now when I give you the sack, huh?
Thanks, Fadola. I've got a great job waiting for me elsewhere.
With Albert Spack.
He knows what I'm worth.
So do I.
So, you've been working for Spack all the time?
That's how they knew where Wombat was hidden.
I always thought there was something sly about him.
Oh, I missed you, Fadolas.
Tom, what's wrong?
Take a look at this. Just there.
Revenue. All transport routes owned by the Shire must be productive of revenue equivalent to 1/8 of the operating cost per annum. Any route which fails to return 1/8 of its annual running cost will be deemed no longer of service to the public and closure will result. Any vehicles thus made surplus to the needs of the Shire will be offered for sale by tender.
What's the book?
The Shire regulations.
So that's what Harrison was getting at.
What?
He did give me a bit of a warning, you know. He told me that Spack's lawyer had dug something up. That must be it.
But what's it all mean?
Well, it seems to me that the Shire's public transport has to earn money.
Well, the railway will, once the Paradise Gap people start to use it.
Too late by then. The year's up tomorrow.
Yep. You see, the railway hasn't earned a brass razo for a whole year. And it says here that any vehicle not earning its keep has got to be sold.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, why didn't we know this before?
Well, it's buried in the general transport regulations. There's nothing in it in the railway regulations.
Oh, I thought we only had to prove that Wombat could go to the end of the line and back.
Well, how do we get around this?
We could sell tickets for the ride on Monday to Paradise Gap.
Oh, that'd help a bit, I suppose.
Freight. Something from the farms along the way, like yours. I mean, have you got anything ready for market?
The wagons are no use for livestock.
Well, I could ask the Brigandshaws. They could send a couple of crates of eggs, maybe.
And there's Granny Mescal further down the line. We can try her.
It's all a bit small scale, isn't it? Who'd have something really big?
How big?
Well, enough to make a decent load. At least it's got to look convincing.
I've harvested my spuds.
That'd do. A load of potatoes.
Have you got a lot?
Yeah, a whole shed full, just ready for loading.
Don, you're a lifesaver.
That'll do it. Hooray! Ta-da!
Never underestimate the power of the press if you have a senior constable who wants his picture in the paper.
And what's this?
I was arrested.
Yes, but why?
I was pulled up for being drunk in charge of a bicycle. Ever been in such an embarrassing situation in your life?
Fortunately not.
Oh, well, that's it. That's the end of the line. Nothing short of ridiculous. I mean, drunk in charge of a bicycle, not even my own machine. Where's young Squeak?
He's gone to head to Wombat.
Oh. There's a lot of time been wasted recently, but I'll make it good. I'll have that engine running in the morning, even if it takes me all night.
All clear to back up.
All right, Squeak. Let go of the handbrake. And keep your fingers crossed. Here we go.
Wombat's coming! Wombat's coming!
Good to see you, Bert.
You too, Keith.
How are tricks? Building up the little empire, are you?
Oh, not so little these days, Keith. Oh, well, this is our Shire President, Frank Harrison.
Very pleased to meet you, Mr. Jobson.
Hey, you're a real asset to Winnewaggery, Frank.
Wadgery. Well, I certainly do my level best.
Oh, Frank's a forward thinker, Keith, like yourself. Getting things moving, you know.
That's the engine I've got to look at?
Oh, just a few of the locals giving it a last little run. A final joyride before it's scrapped.
It's the road to the mine you'll want to see, Mr. Jobson.
Oh, best get going, eh?
Well, got my Mercedes outside. Look, tell your driver to have the day off.
You're going to chauffeur me around?
My pleasure.
Can I see you for a moment?
Well, not right now. We're going.
It's pretty important.
Well, look, excuse me, Keith. Look, Frank will do the honours.
Certainly.
He's a VIP.
Just about runs the Ministry of Work, so make this quick.
I thought you might like to give him a demonstration on how diesel power's better than steam.
Oh, yeah?
And the mining blokes as well.
Yeah, come on.
I took a long walk up the railway line very early this morning and got things ready.
What?
But it's going to need that new prime mover of yours. That's the strongest thing you own, isn't it?
Yeah, in the way of trucks it is, yeah.
Yeah, well, can you get a bloke to bring it up to where the track to the mine begins?
You mean the other side of the railway bridge?
Yeah, can you?
Well, and you got to hop on the phone, but only if it's worthwhile.
There's a real chance of the engine wheel slipping just the other side of the bridge. The tracks will be wet with dew, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The engine's got a sandbox when that kind of thing happens. They trickle sand onto the tracks just to get the wheels gripping again.
What have you done?
They'll find the sandbox empty.